Mary Curie was born in Warsaw, Poland on November 7, 1867. Her father trained her in the field of science. In 1891, she went to Paris to continue studying at the Sorbonne, where she obtained her licentiate in physics and the mathematical sciences. Mary Curie met Pierre Curie, a professor in the School of Physics, in 1894 and married him. A year after she gained her Doctor of Science degree in 1903, her husband died. The death of Pierre Curie left the position of professor of general physics in the Faculty of Science, which Mary Curie gained, becoming the first woman to ever do it. The Curies were inspired by Henry Becquerel discovering radioactivity. This led to them isolating polonium and radium. Mary Curie developed methods for taking enough quantities of radium separated from radioactive residues in order to characterize it and study its properties, medical and healing properties in particular. Throughout her life, she promoted to others that the use of radium would alleviate suffering during World War I. Her persistence and spirit for research eventually paid for her dream, which was to have her own radioactivity laboratory in her native city. In 1929, President Hoover of the U.S. gave her the gift of $50,000 donated by American Friends of Science.
Mary found a material called pitchblende, not uranium because of the radioactive levels were lower until she broke it down by melting it. She found two elements and found both polonium and radium. These elements are both radioactive and were used in war. Mary found polonium and named it after Poland. She says, "We thus believe that substance that we have extracted from pitchblende contains a metal never known before, akin to bismuth in analytic properties. If the existence of a new metal is confirmed, we suggest that it should be called polonium, after the name of the country of origin of one of us." So she named it after where she was born, which was Warsaw, Poland.
Background thing.
One of the elements found was radium and went to be used in the invention called the revigator. The revigator used radium to turn water radioactive. What it is a water container that is laced with radium, which is radioactive. So the water becomes radioactive and people drink it because they thought it made them healthier. The person who came up with the idea and invented it drank 2 glasses of radioactive water a day until he died of leukemia. Not only was it used in water, the revigator radium was used in chocolate, toys and nightlights, toothpaste, cosmetics, heating pads and suppositories, treatment of impotence, and lastly, clocks and watches.
The Nobel Prize in Physics in 1903 was divided one-half award to Antoine Henry Becquerel in recognition of the extraordinary services he has rendered by his discovery of the spontaneous radioactivity. The other half was split in between Mary Curie and her husband Pierre Curie in recognition of the extraordinary services they have rendered by their joint researches on the radiation phenomena discovered by Professor Henry Becquerel. The Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 1911 was awarded to Mary Curie in recognition of her service to the advancement of chemistry by the discovery of the elements radium and polonium, by the isolation of radium and the study of the nature and compounds of this remarkable element. Mary Curie's cause of death was aplastic anemia. This was probably caused by the radiation exposure. Madame Curie died of radiation poisoning. She died July 4, 1934, at age 66. Pierre Curie died tragically after being run over by a carriage. He died the 19th of April, 1906, age 46.